stable draft. They got some classic heroes for themselves.
Yeah, we'll see how it works. I mean, definitely for them, maybe, you know, obviously Wind Ranger with the changes is at least somewhat of a let's see how this works now. You know, also notably being a universal hero, so, you know, you're going to maybe think about how the itemization works. You're going to see, you know, 4 branches to start, like just getting all these stat items are just naturally going to be better on Wind Ranger. You can't just go maybe pure damage. Yeah, I'm not sure what, you know, being it's one of those things like you have to kind of just theory craft a bit, and now obviously and try out whatever you theory craft about, like what is the item build now. If you go pure damage, you're going to maybe just not have the stats to really benefit from being a universal hero. So there's different ways to kind of approach it when it comes to the Wind Ranger build now.
30 seconds to battle.
This the moment what we can confirm is he has a treads and 1 queued up, so
yep,
shall see how he wants to continue to go to his build. I don't know why Scrowfield's getting tipped. What did Miss Undying do? What did he even say? Potentially said something.
Maybe it was in the team comms that we didn't hear.
They tell him to run bottom and just be a bait, see if he runs into anyone, just let us get the bounties. I don't know. We'll see what it's going to be. It will be a 2 for 2, so nothing crazy going on across the map.
Yep. And as far as lane setups go, yeah, it looks like Undying going to be headed down bottom. You want him versus the Underlord. And I think you're forced to, you know, pair this Lich as your 4 position with the Doom to try and give him a better lane. But Lich not really your typical 4. I think one of the things with the Beast Coast supports is, you know, there's so much farm in the map and so many like greedy things you can do as supports, and they picked 2 of like the least greedy supports. Like they basically picked 2 of like the hard 5s. Like even a CM as a 5 I think can be a lot greedier than like a Lich or an Undying. So I think it's hard for these 2 supports in particular to take advantage of like getting farm, or for them to even get farm to begin with. Gofield bottom taking a lot of damage.
Is he dead?
Not quite.
Okay. No blood grenade enjoys down bottom, I think. In fact, I think Sark's already used one.
I think he used it to get him that low, yeah, from what I saw.
Even just bought another one.
Yep.
Alright, so it's already hit. Alright, well, now with this, probably another round of spells, Schofield might go down.
Yeah, once that decay starts wearing off, he's going to be definitely careful on how he plays this lane. Or a Coddle level 2, if you can land like an Illuminate.
I'm currently having a pretty good time mid. 4 denies, yes, but seems like he's doing a solid job to harass this Viper at the start. Meanwhile, top lane actually got some back and forth going on as Sacred might go down. Frost, oh, Snaking actually got the distance, alright, so he's able to find the node from afar. And that's first blade going to be secured for Tundra.
Nicely done. Yeah, they've just got that experience. They know how this CM Wraithking lane works really well, and now with level 2 on CM, that kill threat is just something you always got to kind of play around, so.
Bottom lane. Oh my god, K1. Decent amount of stack with the Fury swipes, and he misses. Not to be. So that's a lot of zombies chasing Sarksa down as well. Oh my lord.
Use of the tombstone and getting a kill there on the Underlord, so a rare, you know, punish in the lanes. Usually Tundra are very good with these lanes, but Underlord does get to come back with the reset, so we'll still be in a fine position here, getting some decent enough CS so far.
It's actually will continue though. Sarksa another round of the blood grenade, and it's got the spells up as well. 33. They want to try and give the Underlord the kill. The Firestorm coming up shortly might be forced to use it, and he's going to look away and get the kill as well. So very nicely done. Tundra able to hit back down bottom.
Yep.
Oh, look at that as well. Very cute from 33. He's going to drag the creeps away, so that means the Ursa's going to miss a couple of them under the tower.
Yeah, that's well done. I mean, at least Undying's there to leech a bit, but he's keeping and it keeps the creep wave pushed like towards Tundra's side, so that's going to really favor them. You don't give Ursa that ability to like chase heroes down the lane when you build up, you know, build up the Fury swipes, and then you just have that chase potential. When the creep wave's already pushed, it's just a little bit more annoying, and 33 even denies a range creep off of it, so really good creep shenanigans happening by Tundra here, something they've always been very good at.
classic. Know how to exploit the lanes to their fullest potential. One thing, if you're looking to try and learn how to play the lanes, Tundra one should always be paying attention to. At least you're for mid, the Viper matchup, expecting it's going how it's expected. Dark Margot 18 and 10. Still 9's got a decent chunk of last 6. How's the net worth actually looking? So that, yeah, there's about 250 difference, so not too much early on.
Yeah, definitely. You know, kind of will be obviously good in the mid game just with what you can do against the Viper, but does not counter the Viper when it comes to the laning stage itself. With how well 9 is done. 9's just going to win run on through to grab the double rune here. Does he get punished for this? Doesn't look like it. Mago is chasing. If he gets one more right click, yeah, I think he does get punished. Oh, he's got another win run. Okay. He win ran through the lane, and then Viper's just like, well, your win run's going to wear off. I'm going to catch you at the rune. And, you know, of course, win run, not the longest of cooldowns, luckily, so he did get to still escape. Nice clip.
The 9's got maybe some difficulties now with that third point in the poison attack. We'll see Dark Margot probably try and shove him out.
We'll deny 2 on the range creep, so just doing all the little things here to give Wind Ranger a tough time.
Well, how's this top lane looking? We've had a little bit of action down bottom. Of course, interesting to see how Wind Ranger is able to offset that bad matchup, but it looks like top, it's going okay for Sacred at the moment. He's got 19 last hits. A lot of denies on Skeeter though, actually 14. Oh my lord, I did not see that when I had a first glance over, so it looks like he's definitely having a more favorable lane.
Yeah, it started, well, obviously for Tundra with the kill early on Sacred, and then it's just going to continue there with Wraith King having full control and Doom just trying to use Devour here and there, and he's just going to get jumped, but the low ground.
Be enough though. Frost Shield's going to try and be applied from Stinger. Looks like with some of the mitigation, he's going to be able to get out of danger. A lot of damage put into Sacred, but he's got, I suppose, the Ring of Health along with the Healing Lotus, so he's going to be able to get back up to a respectable health pool to continue fighting.
Yeah, just getting a lot of value, like the Hurricane to the low ground, plus the Toughness Sword giving him 3 extra armor against a Wraith King and all the skeletons, so very useful neutral creep to have in this lane. And here comes the early rotation. Viper's made his way to the top.
Nice use of the Hurricane again. Skeeter now put in a little bit more of an awkward position, and that rotation will pay off for Dark Margot. They even TP and Schofield to the Twin Rift as well, just in case it's required. They're going to stick around to try and put some pressure on the tower. They've got the Catapult as well still hanging around.
Oh, Dream scenario here is Wraith King TP's in, you kill him a second time. I don't know if he's going to be TPing onto the tower. He's actually, okay, so he's TPing to the outpost. Didn't say he wanted to defend this one, but Skeeter is suddenly up here and in a bit of a precarious position if he's not careful. They need numbers.
They're coming. Okay. Actually, I'm going to TP multiple members. Schofield will instantly respond with the Tombstone, lay it down. 9's going to get the kill and get out straight away, but the win run's going to expire. He'll at least trade his life with Dark Margot. That's a silver lining, but the zombies are starting to stack up. Sux is going to be able to reposition out to the left. They're lacking some control. Cuddle's going to make him work for it in the end. Oh, K1 got a solo kill onto 33 bottom as well. So, I mean, that's huge for the Ursa's lane. And I think Sux, I mean, he's got no TP, so maybe he gets the Wisdom. Oh, he's going to get it. There's no way he's going to get the Wisdom Room as well. Sux, surely not.
Oh, he's going to get out, though. I mean, it's just Undying chasing him, so... Well, Lich is in the neighborhood, too. Saxa, though.
Dude, he just juked the... Okay.
He still makes... Okay, no, he's not. I was like, he's still got a lot of movement speed. This is Cuddle we're talking about. While all that was going on, yeah, Ursa got the Soul Stone Underlord, but then CM came right back and just solo killed the Ursa with the double nuke, so... This Ursa getting pressured a lot here. He'll be enraged, but... Another Frostbite in 3 seconds.
Skeeter's actually going to turn back around. They see the Doom TPing in. Dark Margot starting to walk down bottom as well. Have Tundra stepped a little bit too far over the boundary? Grenade off the mark. Skeeter's going to be able to reposition accordingly. So that is a lot of... Oh, they cancelled his TP. Skeeter. It's like he's fine. He's not going to be in danger, but it's still... I mean, like, he's stuck down bottom now with that teleport being used. Dark Margot Viper strike out. They want to try and bring down Saxa early on. They'll be rewarded with the kill. Sacred taking a lot of tower hits. Tombstone's in an aggressive position. Tundra going to be forced to address this if they want to continue on him in the fight.
Just 5v5 in the bottom lane. Why not? Everybody just showing up. You know, this is one of those awkward things. Like, Viper would love to be doing this with boots of travel, so it's like, it's very important that Viper connects and gets these kills. His boots of travel about to be finished. Like, when you're making all these movements, not hitting creeps, like, everyone's getting a bit underfarmed as a result of this, but if you don't meet the 5v5, it means your team is giving up kills, so it kind of has to be done.
Once again, another great usage of the Fiend's Gate. They should be able to close the distance with ease, and K1. Oh, here's Battle Fury timing. There's no way he's going to be able to get out. No mana for the Frostbite. Getting escape. K1! Oh my god, that's way too close.
If he got through that gate, who's going to live? That was incredibly close. That's the... Was that the B patch where they increased the time to channel it from 3 to 4 seconds or something?
It's the patch nerf right there.
Yep.
So
it's funny because it was less legit for these scenarios, because like if you can make it through the gate, you sometimes just survive a game. You know, being able to rotate between lanes 1 second faster isn't like the biggest deal, but it's these escapes where it's so annoying when people could gate in 3 seconds.
Oh, that third death now for K1. This was their response to the Underlord, who has a 1,000 net worth lead ahead of over him. Battle Fury again is going to continue to be delayed for the Ursa, and they just want to keep putting pressure on him. I mean, it feels like K... Oh, Snake King. They instantly right clicks though, so they know that the Crystal Maiden's here.
Snake King's having a good game. Already hit that level 6 early because of the solo kill he got. As the drums queued up. See what he can do, but for now, a lot of focus around this top lane. Skeeter doesn't have a skill point until he hits level 7 for Reincarnation, so we'll hit level 7 now. Importantly, does have Reincarnation available should he want to level it.
At least he won't even be forced to, so Tundra, they're going to be able to probably take the bottom tower. Their top tower is pretty low as well, so maybe they'll be a little bit too late to react. I just got Saw 33's build. Oh, he went Perseverance. So he had... What did he actually have? I think he had like Void Stone or maybe the Ring of Health, and then was looking to go into the Yules. He's in some trouble. The reaction of the TP, but yeah, very interesting. Phase boots into the Yule Scepter for the Underlord, so avoiding the Vanguard and avoiding like the Pipe Crimson as well.
Interesting. So Yule Scepter, I mean, obviously amazing item against Ursa. It's like always being kind of the Ursa counter, being able to Yule him during the Enrage. Perhaps they're just feeling like they don't have enough control. I mean, I don't think that's really the issue here. But maybe just not seeing the value. I mean, there's not really much teamfight on Beast Coast side, so like items like Crimson and Pipe just are much less valuable, I feel like, against their cores.
Bottom lane, nice shackle from 9. He's got the Maelstrom to look to work with as well. The Doom's going to be casted out before the death onto Sacred, so that'll at least help them get the return kill. And maybe they can go for snaking after this. Freezing Field's proven to be a pretty big issue though. Snaking just solos down the Undying, and he'll be able to TP out as well, right in their face. And on Saxa, he's looking for the finishing blow, and he's gonna find it. He might get to... Oh, that was a huge blast. Both the supports on their last final breath able to get the kill, but I mean, Tundra, the support play from them, pretty on point.
Yeah, the chain frost being committed for this goddamn Coddle. Like, Saxa's Coddle is absolutely the biggest nuisance in this game. I almost thought Snake King was going to cancel his TP out there. With how low Viper was getting, it was almost like, dude, stick around, we got this. But although he probably dies to the chain frost if he sticks around, but the Tundra support is having a huge impact on this early game. I mean, Lich doing a great job as well, getting those counter kills, 2, 1, and 5 for Stinger. So definitely this early game has been all about these supports and the movements they've been able to make.
Yeah, and you're making space for the cores, and they're going to be able to have the plays now heading into the mid to late game. Skeeter free farming, got the Desolator queued up. It's a pretty decent armlet timing, and importantly, just has levels. Like, that's really the big thing for the Wraith King. He will be able to keep up in farm with all the Skelly bros, and we even see 33's just parked himself mid, so very shortly he's going to have that Yule Scepter.
See what Tundra's approach is going to be, like how much they want to try and greed this game. Definitely Desolator's like their Roche timing, but I'm wondering if they're going to try and fight with the Phase Armlet on Skeeter. You know, you don't need the Deso to fight. It's very much just like, that's when we take objectives. It does feel like a slower pace of game may favor Beast Coast more here, since they're the ones who are going to be working up towards that Battle Fury and Ursa. But kind of depends on how they want to approach this as a team. Tundra definitely a team who often prefers to just go for that efficiency play, farm the map, farm, you know, 2-3 lanes plus jungle, and just win that kind of economy battle. Even if maybe the opposing team's draft will kind of match them, they just feel like, you know, those efficiency games is something that they play really well.
I wonder... Actually, top lane, what are they looking for? A frostbite into Rift snaking now? Well, as soon as they see the boots of travel on Dark Margot, there's going to be no play for them, so we'll be able to get a kill. K1, of course, would love the bonus streak gold, so that is Battle Fury now completed for the Ursa.
It was a 700 gold swing for CM kill. That's pretty nice.
That gets maybe them closer to taking Roshan as well, because we saw what last game Skeeter with the Ursa got it at a pretty early stage. So when do you feel like is possible for Beast Coast to be considering that one?
They've got the damage for it. It's just a question of, is it safe? So yeah, getting a kill, and you really need that kind of control over that area of the map. And the issue, and that's the other reason why Tundra don't want to like group up and force fights, is they want to keep lanes spaced out so that they can't go for growth.
Top lane, Dark Margot. Easy kill. They were able to get the Undying down bottom, and then without him maybe to be around with the Viper to TP in to protect him, easily able to chase him down. So continuing to delay some of the timings. 3 deaths now for Dark Margot.
Yeah, it's always the issue with Viper. It's like you can dominate your lane, but once it comes down to team fights and just rotations in general, you're so susceptible to dying.
What was the damage? Are you serious?
This Crystal Maiden coming in from the side, just owning.
Oh my god. Alright. That's the tower now down. The Dark Margot's back in the neighborhood, but it's gonna do nothing. The damage has been dealt already, even with the Frost Shield applied, so another T1's gonna go the way. I mean, guess what? You got Skeeter farming mid, you got 9 as well, getting closer towards the Lincoln, so they only needed 3 heroes top to make that work.
Yeah. And it's like, to go back to your Roche, it's like, there's just no opening to go for Roche. You've got creeps on your tier 2 bottom tower, your tier 1 top's being taken. Let's see now that, you know, over the next, like, 4 minutes, you've got to get this top lane pushed out, because Roche it's nighttime, so Roche up in the top lane. A little bit tricky to go for, especially if Tundra, I mean, I think that's where Tundra really wants to play the most, is like, keep that Ursa away from the pit.
The smoke has to connect on Beast Coast. They're going to try and swing all the way down to bottom, but it seems like 9 is potentially reading it, or at least putting himself far away that if danger does connect, they can maybe move over with the team.
Yep. This is one of those subtle things with the map changes, is like smokes are just a bit harder to use because of the map being bigger.
Alright, they got the guys. Should be able to close the distance afterwards. Can he TP actually? Sacred might be a little bit too far away. Okay, Stinger just gets there. Ooh. Man, that was super close. Do they get Roche down after that?
Yeah, that's the big one. That'd be a nice little prize. They're going for it. With the Tombstone, they should have it, but the question is, do Tundra try and stop this? I don't think without win range that they can or want to. So nicely done by Beast Coast, finding a key pick off here. Look at comment, it's a lot harder to make these smokes work because the map is so much bigger, so you're running across the entire map. The Wind Rangers, you know, farming that jungle off the side.
Common actually.
Versus finishing off Roshan, so they'll have an Aegis.
See how much value that's going to be able to provide them though with the second life. The Skeeter's going to look to enter as well. Be able to deal with the Undying early on. They need a split for the Chain Frost, and they'll do just that. And Beast Coast, I mean, they committed a lot to be able to bring that Roche down, so it's just an all-out retreat, but they got the yours. An angle for 33, and they just blow him up. What was the physical damage? And now they also catch out Stinger. Oh my lord, Skeeter. Dude, this Raid King is not even slaughtered just yet without the death zone. He's critting heroes down.
Yeah, 600 plus crits. Ooh, brutal. And certainly going to get bigger from here on out, so definitely a good sign for Tundra. They do that into the, you know, potential Aegis fight. I guess the Aegis is why that fight was actually, you know, possible for them because the Ursa was, Roche was like 1 or 2 hits from dead when the fight began, so Ursa was too far away. I think Beast Coast overemphasized trying to zone these heroes away from Roshan. They should have been closer to the Ursa so that once he finished off Roshan, he could join the fight. Instead, he runs on over and his teammates have already kind of, they've already lost the support.
This is a really good start.
Yeah.
We're going to catch the Wind Ranger in a compromised position on the front line. She's still got the Wind Run to work with, though. She's going to be able to get some separation. It's a long Wind Run. Damn, 6 seconds felt like a long time for 9. He was able to get out.
The max out Wind Run is just so handy here, and playing into the Viper Ursa, prioritizing that over the Shackle Shot, and really paying off.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Well, you got the Aegis. Look, K1's top of the net worth. He's been doing a really good job to farm, and that's always been his praise as Sacred. Runs underneath the ward, instantly going to be blown up as well. Multiple ultimates going to be committed. K1 wants to fight though. Jump in, looking to try and take Snaking out of the equation, but the Scepter's going to buy them some time to reposition, and they can go back to the Ursa now. The Enrage has already been used, and he's not going to have this defensive tool to be able to keep him alive off the back of the respawn. So 9, he'll find an aim kill for the Shackles, latch him against the tree as Tundra. 0 casualties for them, and they've got the tier 2 and the Tormentor to claim as well. What a timing for the fight to go their way.
Yeah, and that was a fight like Beast Coast kind of started. Like, yeah, okay, they Tundra started, killed the dude, but that was it. That was and then they're like, hey, let's go on this CM. And they just ate all this freezing field damage. They blink in on top of the freezing field. Snake King then, freezing field ends, he's still alive, gets to a frostbite and just walks away from them. So he just did all the damage in the world during that fight. Got away, helped kite the Ursa as well, so just completely like a disaster of a fight for Beast Coast. I think once your Doom goes down there, you just can't be forcing things. You're missing your Doom, you're missing your Crimson Guard. Like, there's just too much net worth just taken away from the fight that you're relying on to win it. So bit of too much over aggression there, thinking, hey, we've got Aegis, let's force this fight. But it's an Ursa who just has a battle fury. Like, that's, yeah, it gives you some damage in a fight, but it's still kind of more that farming item. So with just the Blink Battle Fury, it feels like you can't be overly forcing these fights unless you have like all 5 of your team.
Eyeing up Skeeter mid, I don't know though. This is a very tricky kill, and with how close to the tower he is, even if they got it, 100 would be able to react. Maybe 33 is much easier though. Able to get the drag backs. Duels has only got to buy some moments of peace for the Underlord, and still afterwards they'll get the kill and now be able to connect to the tower as well. I do want to highlight Dark Margot going for this utility build. If these next couple of fights don't pay out, we're going to see him really struggle with scaling. I'll actually hold that thought even more, because Tundra bring the numbers to try and defend the tower. Mosquito jumping. Where'd he go? Stealer in some trouble. Oh, he sucked him to the tombstone. Okay, Sacred. He's going to be able to live things out. The Chain Frost is probably be a bit of an issue for Tundra. K1, great angle with the wraparound as well. Snake King's quick on the fingers. They'll still be able to get the kill, but he range up shortly. They blow him up beforehand, though. K1 goes down once again, and now Sacred's going to be in some trouble. 33 even caught out the Viper to the northern side. So they're going to be able to catch out another call on the retreat. There's just no escape for Dark Margot, and all they lose is Snake King.
Just punishing East Coast whenever they just get a little bit too aggressive and over-eager on the map to get these early objectives here. I just feel like the ability to just jump in, like with a Blink Wraith King to lead a hero. And the thing is, the Wraith King blinks in, makes himself a target, but he's got Reincarnation, so you can't even throw spells at him or try and kill him. He's just pretty much guaranteed to kill whoever he goes on. The Tombstone Shard was a cheeky little mini save there, but really just bought some time here. And with all these items coming up, like these dire supports getting as rich as they are. I mean, you mentioned the Viper's situation where he's just not going to scale because he's going utility items. Tundra supports it. This is like classic Sacha. He's getting more farm than enemy cores.
Potentially getting another kill as well. Dark Margot is going to try and TP in to offer some assistance. One of Shackles from 9. Gives him a little bit more time to be able to get the kill. And they might actually turn to the Viper now as well. Power shot
yeah.
still on cooldown, it's not going to matter. Look at the damage they have just by these two heroes, and now the wraparound's going to be there as well. Tundra, they'll intercept the reinforcements and add more kills to the tally. Really drifted a K1. It's going to be a wipe across the map, dude. Tundra. Oh, this is a team that is just so goddamn scary to play up against when they are looking like this.
Yeah, they're just so decisive with all their movements there. 9, as Viper's keeping him, wasn't afraid. If you check with Arcane Rune, his win run, permanent uptime. 6-second duration, 6.3 second cooldown. This absolutely absurd rune for a win ranger to have, not to mention the shackle shots. You know, just the cooldown combined with the duration that he's getting off of that is just absolutely insane.
I didn't even see Doom's net worth. Oh god.
Ooh, yeah. Well, yeah, we're talking about Viper not scaling. Usually Doom's the one that you can always trust to have some farm, but the new Doom build doesn't involve the Midas anymore, but it's a sad sight for these Radiant cores who aren't named Ursa.
Even then, I mean, we've seen them itemize against the Ursa, like 33 with his duels. He's got an Octarine on 33, so...
This new item,
right.
you know? He's like, oh, this item seemed pretty good on Medusa. Let's just get on other heroes too.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, I wonder what his justification was for the Octarine. I mean, you could just say spell cooldown.
Yeah, stats and cooldown. Like, it's just, he's just like, it's a good item. Like, I don't think there's much more to it.
The hero's so versatile. Okay, he had a Nullify queued up. He has a Wind Waker queued up now. So even regardless, it's just another annoying item for the Ursa to deal with. Christ. Okay, one.
Okay,
They're just gonna go for the Undying instead. And they'll be able to blow up Sacred before he even thinks about getting a Doom off. There's just no one for him to use it on. With already them having the numbers advantage, it's looking like an awkward fight for Beast Coast, so they don't want to try and expend their ultimates if it's not required. Oh, they got a glimpse of Stinger. Okay, so another kill for them. Couple of swipes, maybe lacking some detection, but nonetheless they'll be able to chase down Stinger once the Glimmer Cape expires. Tundra, that's a triple kill in the end for Skeeter. The Bloodbath, 30 kills, 26 minutes in. Once again, look like another very clean win for them.
Yeah. 4-1-7. Archmagos having nothing to do with it. He's just farming. Enemy side of the map, enemy jungle, just chilling. We'll have to come back to maybe defend, although I don't know if they're necessarily eyeing off high ground quite yet. Anything decent here to push high ground with is got a double damage now and I think an AC coming out, so some insane farm all of a sudden popping up on all these dire heroes. Wind Ranger with an Aghanim Scepter, and they'll finally finish off their own Tormentor before probably regrouping for a fight.
Okay, wow. I mean, the Fiend's got such a low cooldown with the Octarine, so...
Just why not spam? Yeah, exactly. That's so much of the new Underlord. Just spam your ulti whenever you can. You want a Fountain Strip? Use it. You want a Tormentor? Use it.
Nice Tombstone suck in.
Comes out now.
Not gonna matter. As soon as it comes out, they line the shackle onto 2. At 33 is more than capable to stand strong in the front line. K1's gonna try and jump in. An early use of the BKB. They're doing whatever they can to kite the Ursa. And they'll easily be able to do so. BKB enraged, completely wasted. Schofield is caught outside the base. Tundra going to be able to penalize his own positioning. And now they're looking to clean up as well. The home and their own base on Beast Coast is nothing of a deterrent for Tundra. When they have this much of a net worth lead, they can just push past the buildings and get the easy kills. Oh, and they saw K1 leaving the base as well. And they oh my god, dude, he can't go anywhere.
EP out.
Oh, you might call it after this death.
I would think so, but maybe not.
It's like, dude, I can't even get out of the base, and our Sacred, he can't get out of the base as well. Another shackle from 9, and of course they're going to be able to get more kills. You just revealed the location of Schofield. Easy breezy applauses from some of the members Tundra, and there we go. The G's are going to be dropped. So for Beast Coast, they are going to put themselves in a very, very tricky position heading into the final day. I mean, again, depending on some results, I don't even know if it's guaranteed just yet, but wow, what a performance from Tundra.